You know, at Viva Sparkle, we're really excited about longevity. When we think about that, the issue is that only about 4.7% of Americans live to be 80 years old. Less than 1% make it to 100. Whoa, we got a challenge here. We need to do something about this. And so there's two things we need to do. First of all, we need to make sure we get those years in. But we also need to be concerned about what we call health span, being healthy for those years that we are alive. Now, why do I think that it's possible to have a long life? Looking out, you can see that, in fact, there are other species that have long lives. The bowhead whale lives to be around 500 years old. That's interesting. Some turtles or tortoises live to be hundreds of years old. There's a rat called the naked mole rat that lives out in the desert that lives to be 40 years old, whereas most rats die after 2 or 3 years old. Wow, those are interesting things, but what's that got to do with us humans? Well, what it has to do is that we share a lot of the same DNA. And so there are a lot of people doing research in those areas trying to figure out what is allowing some species to live a long time. And progress is being made. We have all sorts of therapies, supplements, treatments, ways of living that are being experimented with to see if life can be extended. For example, back in 2006, Shindo Yamanaka in Japan managed to take human cells, and they were quite old, and he managed to reverse the age of those cells by triggering certain factors in the DNA. Today, in the biotech industry, there are many firms who are putting a lot of effort into taking Yamanaka's discovery and bringing it to something that can reverse the aging in organisms. And success is being met in some limited ways. So these are the kinds of things that give me hope to experience in my lifetime a significant extension in my life. So as I wrap up this little introduction to longevity, I'd like to leave you with two thoughts which I think are really important. I'd like you to try and internalize this. First of all, I want you to believe that you can live much longer than you perhaps expected. This is happening now, and it's going to happen in your lifetime. And I also think you can believe that you're going to be healthy into old age, and that health is going to come through the actions that you take very much. And that's going to give you the opportunity to have a healthy and long life. And as we go forward in these videos, I'll tell you more about how to achieve that.